Hello everybody, this is my first video as far as a hair tutorial. I've seen a lot of great hair tutorials on YouTube. The hair tutorial on YouTube actually is what I used to do my first glue-in weave, which I did it. And I'm going to include some pictures of the first glue-in weave that I ever did. It turned out wonderful. This is a glue-in weave right here as well. The hair that I use in this weave is, I use two different types of hair. I used Velvet Remi 16-inch human hair. That's the first hair that I've ever used. I started getting sew-ins about 6 years ago, and that's the first hair that I ever used. It holds up very well. I actually kept my weave in for 6 months. My real hair was about this long, and then I kept my weave in for 6 months. And my real hair ended up being about right here. If you can kind of see, you can see my real hair mixed in here. It's blended. It's blended so well that you can't really see it, but a lot of this hair is my real hair. I can't afford Velvet Remi anymore. The 16-inch was about $90 a bag. $99 a bag, so I had to try to use a different type of hair. Once I took my weave out after the 6 months, I wore my real hair for a little while, but then I was like, I need my weave back. I just need my weave back, but I'm on a budget, so I decided to glue my weave in. I watched a tutorial on YouTube and I glued my weave in with no problem. And I used Velvet Remi hair. I washed the hair that I already had taken out of my head back in September. I washed it and I put it back in. And so now I had maybe 2 applications and I kept it in for 2 weeks, took it out, and then I have enough to glue back in again. But now, I don't recommend re-gluing it back in, over and over. So I had to buy new hair. And the hair that I chose to buy is the Milky Way 18-inch 1B. And I was a little nervous about buying this hair. After watching a few YouTube videos, it clearly says Master Mix on here, even though they told me it was human hair in the beauty supply store. But it's Master Mix, meaning that it has synthetic pieces in it. So I have to redo my hair next week completely, redo my glue-in. This has been in for about almost 3 weeks. So I needed to put some pieces in the top. So what I said I would do is I would just go ahead and take some of the hair and glue in some pieces in the top just to see how it works out. And as you see, I glued in a couple pieces up here, and it's good. It's pretty good hair. And I'm just going to keep it in for a few days. I just glued it in a little while ago. I'm just going to keep it in for a few days and just see how it does and see how it curls. And this is the hair right here. I'll go ahead and curl it for you. The curling irons that I use they're ceramic. It's Jose Eber, costs $80. It's ceramic curling irons, and they curl really, really well. And the curls can actually last like maybe 2 days, 2 or 3 days. So I definitely recommend these curling irons. Any other curling irons that aren't ceramic, it's gonna be hard to curl the hair and for the hair to stay curled, and you'll find yourself not being able to get a good bend on the hair. As far as the flat irons is concerned, I've always used Golden Hot, but Golden Hot, they're really, really cheap and they don't work well. So I picked these up, Black Tyche, Tyche, and these work really well for me as well. So I don't have any issues with them. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna show you guys, and I'll show you the back as well if I can here. I'll show you the back of my hair. Everything is blended, no problems. And like I said, remember this is two different hairs, Velvet Remi and Milky Way. So 2 different hairs. This Milky Way hair, this Velvet Remi hair, like I said, I used it for 6 months. I'm reusing it. You see how it still looks. So as you see, this is good hair. So now we're testing out the Milky Way. to see if it's good, what I'm gonna do for you guys right now is I'm just gonna curl it for you. And like I said, this is my real hair, so you know. But I'm gonna curl this Milky Way hair for you because on a couple of the other videos I saw where people said they couldn't get it to curl. So I just want to show you guys how it curls. I'm just gonna put a little bit of spritz on it. And this is 1B, the color that I'm using. My hair is 1B. But a lot of times hair is darker when it first comes out of the pack. And, you know, it can lighten up as you wash it, so it's okay. So basically, I'll just leave this on for maybe a few seconds so you can kind of see how the hair curls. And this is my first YouTube video, y'all, so you know, this, I just did this on a whim, you know, but I'll be happy if you guys, you know, if I get good feedback and if you guys want more information, I'll be happy to give y'all some more information. I do my own hair. I was a slave to going to get my weave sewn in, and I paid good money to get my weave sewn in, but I like glue-in. It's a lot of people that don't really speak too highly about it, but if you want versatility with your hair, I definitely recommend glue-in. If you want to change it up, switch it up, you know, glue-in is good. When I did my first glue-in a month ago and it was time to take it out, I was really nervous about it. I didn't want to damage my real hair. I watched a YouTube video, I followed the instructions of the video, and I took my weave out. My real hair was not affected. It was not affected at all. You know, so if you follow instructions and you exercise patience, you know, you can take that glue-in out with no problem. And your real hair won't be affected at all. I promise you. Because at the end of the day, you want to preserve your real hair. You know, you want to make sure that it's healthy and, you know, remains healthy. So as y'all see, this is the Milky Way hair. I curled it. As you see, it has a really, really nice curl to it. Just imagine how that would look if it was all done. And if I get dressed tomorrow, it's been rainy here, but if I get dressed tomorrow, I may curl my hair and I can show y'all it fully curled. This is the velvet Remi hair in the back. For anybody who's trying to wear velvet Remi, I'll just curl this for y'all so y'all can kind of see how this looks as well. Y'all see my real hair right there? I'll curl this for y'all so y'all can see. And like I said, keep in mind, this velvet Remi hair right here, I had it in my head for 6 months and I put it back in. And it's still pretty. So, you know, it's good hair, but like I said, I can't afford it anymore. You know, I can't, you know, I can't afford to pay $100 a bag for some hair. So I'm going this route. But okay, so that's the velvet Remi hair, curled, 6-month-old hair. If you were to, you know, let it out or fluff your fingers through it, look how good it looks. So the only complaints I would say about the Milky Way hair, I mean, I've only had it in for 20 minutes here, but the only complaints I would say is that the ends of it are not, they need to be trimmed. So I don't know how to do that, so I would go to my stylist and I would have her trim it for me. But other than that, it seems to be pretty good hair. Like I said, I'll do more curling videos if y'all want. But in the meanwhile, that's what this is. This is my real hair with a glue-in with velvet Remi and Milky Way. If y'all have any questions, post them for me. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. And thanks for watching, and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.